Greetings, YouTube. Today has been one of the shadiest, most confusing days I have seen since playing this game over 2.5 years ago, and that is really, really saying something. I thought when I posted my video this afternoon, in which I showed you and then opened my ultimate disappointment crystal, which was 80% chance of a 3-star, and spoiler alert, it was a 3-star, that Kabam just sent it to everybody because there was no explanation other than the fact that it was a random gift. And I just assumed that that was the case. But I have found out today that basically you are one of 4 possible doors that still, to this moment in time, as far as I know, has no explanation. At first they said it was only iPhone users and then Android, and then that theory got thrown out the window. I have no idea. But worst case scenario, you got absolutely nothing. You were the old balls Logan tier of players. And what's crazy is I've seen people say, hey, I'm uncollected and I've played the game for multiple years and I've got an iPhone and I got nothing. So sorry if that's you. It makes no sense, and yet that's you. Then you have what I like to call the second tier, which was the tier I was in, which is you're not quite okay, you're just 3-star bound, and we'll go ahead and call that the Spidey Gwen tier. A little bit of promise, but mostly just disappointment. And mostly people, I'm sure, if they were me, they got a 3-star hero, which in terms of progression or items gained back for, say, the emergency maintenance that has occurred if you were in dungeons or Alliance War, Alliance Quest, doesn't help you at all. In fact, it probably just angers you. And then there was another segment number 3. I'll call this like the classic Spidey segment, someone that's a decent value, especially given the rest of the champions. And that goes to whoever got the tier 4 basic catalyst. Again, I have no explanation as to why you got this, but you got it. You know who you are. And it was just a random gift given to you. So hope you can rank up a player. I would much rather have had a tier 4 basic. And then there's a significant portion of people, including some in my alliance, I believe, who got the tier 4 class catalyst crystal for free. Now that might as well be called the blade of gifts, because compared to the others, it is head and shoulders above the rest. And who knows, maybe you are somebody that got like a tech and you needed to rank up Starkey, or you got, say, a mystic and you needed to rank up someone like a Scarlet Witch, or even a 5-star champion like a Morning Star. Either way, you either got absolutely nothing, most likely a 3-star hero, although some people have commented they got a 4-star hero, the Ultimate Crystal, so congratulations to you. A tier 4 basic, which is certainly not nothing, but also isn't really that much. Or you hit it rich and got the tier 4 class catalyst, at which point you should feel very grateful, because most people didn't. No matter what camp you fall into, we can all agree that this is really shady, right? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would they send these out to random players at random points in the game with no explanation? I'm sure in their mind it's like, hey, it's a surprise, it's a random gift. But it's not that simple. When you keep having things like server outages in the game, you're naturally going to anger a lot of people, especially those people who lost champions or dungeon rewards, and they either have to go back again or just give up. And a simple tier 4 basic or even a tier 4 class catalyst isn't going to work. As I touched on in my last video, Netmarble, when they purchased Kabam, really stopped doing these incentivized programs in order to say we're sorry. They've just stopped giving compensation packages for failing at the game. I think they're so tone deaf at this point that they honestly don't care. They know that people are going to continue to play the game, and the game's going to continue to turn a profit. But if this continues, my guess is that there will be something similar to what happened last year, which is some level of a boycott. And I've seen people who have commented that they've dealt with everything that they've heard about Kabam with a blind eye. Basically, this is the first time that the shadiness is so apparent that they can't even say at this point that it's justified, because why in the world would you either exclude people from getting anything or give different gifts almost at random? I'm sure there's going to be some explanation at some point, but no matter what, the damage has been done. So yes, this is shady. This is extremely shady, and I really don't know what to say other than the fact that we have been left in a position as a community, and they hampered transparency so much that it also blows my mind that there's no transparent explanation of these things. to us. We're left to question, to wonder, and to ultimately be skeptical of Kabam and their quote-unquote generosity. And that's a bad thing for the community. That's a bad thing for Kabam. That's a bad thing for everyone. So hopefully you got the Tier 4 Class Catalyst, or at least the Tier 4 Basic. If you got the Ultimate Crystal, hopefully you got a 4-star, though I'm guessing 80% of you were like me and got the 3-star. And if you got absolutely nothing, I guess you just gained Depression from today, which is par for the course so far in the game for May. Thanks for watching, YouTube, and again, I hope you're doing well in the game and that your item brought you some happiness instead of misery.